Dude. Yes, I'm not talking to the wind. Beach.
Like, I'm human. We make mistakes.
I'm not talking to my imaginary friend, I swears. Invite players.
Oh, I forgot to host. No.
Assume that that's the right person.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, packed lobby.
Packed lobby.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for people to load in. Gonna start this game as soon as possible because we are already running like half an hour late, which is not good.
Oh, geez, yeah. Provide us with some tunes.
All right. Map 1 will be border. Let me make sure that on the right map. There we go. Now we do.
We have unlimited overtime, right? Since it's...
Yep, unlimited overtime is on. I did change that out. Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry about a thing. It means no worries for the rest of your days.
Oh, see. I knew we would provide some tunes.
I did sing a little bit when I was in school.
I was about to make a joke, like, the home ec teacher didn't like it, but...
I didn't actually take home ec. I did theater. I was in choir. I played the clarinet. For those of you out there who want to learn like random facts about me. Yeah, I played the clarinet.
I'm not, okay.
So, don't everyone ignore us. I'm doing something stupid. We're just waiting for to get the teams in here, and then we're gonna start quickly. We're gonna start as quickly as possible because we are running late already. So
This day, better late than never.
Better late than never, indeed. You know what they say: you can't have beach and loopy casting without something going wrong. At this point, I've just come to expect it.
how do you know it's one of our casts? It's something crazy goes on, so lots of chaos. No
Last
hard
time,
breach ban.
yeah, no Heartbreak ban. Last time we were casting, or 2 times ago, my entire Xbox crashed.
Oh yeah.
That was, that was fun. Because someone was saying that how perfect the game was.
Okay. I've never lived that down well. I think.
You can't make that timing up, Beach. Nothing wrong with this game. It's perfect. Entire Xbox
Okay.
crashes.
Yep. Boy.
It was an 11-person crash of the game, and it crashed my Xbox. Like you can't make that up. You really can't. So how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's staying inside, social distancing. Stay 6 feet away from your roommates and mothers and brothers and sisters and all those sorts. Don't care if they're in the same house. Make sure your table, every chair is 6 feet apart from each other. I just walk around with the hula hoop.
Yeah. There's not a measuring tape, displayed everywhere. I'm disappointed.
Exactly. No, but on a serious note, this pandemic is, it's out, it's here, it's whatever. So I hope everyone is staying home and social distancing and whatnot and playing more Xbox. Because while other people freak out, we're used to this.
Jeez.
Am I wrong, Beach?
I didn't feel insecure before we started the stream.
We're just waiting for the last person. And we will get this undergo. Now, first map. So also, let's just talk about this real quick. So maps in order are going to be Border, Clubhouse, Coastline, Cafe, and Bank will be our decider if we reach it. Now, the 3 maps that are guaranteed to be played are Border, Clubhouse, and Coastline. Technically, if one of these teams wins all 3 of them, then that's all we play. Best 3 out of 5. So that means Cafe and Bank are our extra maps if we reach them tonight. And obviously, on some level, I always hope we go all the way. So, first map will be Border. Insert obligatory thermite ban / hard breach ban. But otherwise, I'm assuming we'll see something like a nomad or a gridlock ban because this map is very, very, very prone to roamers.
Yeah, and for the defensive side, obviously, just clean cut. Mira. Why not?
Mira, yeah, exactly. For the most part, there are 3 viable sites on this. Some people swear by tellers, but they are wrong. It's definitely an interesting map.
Wow.
Hey, if you can defend tellers well, on some level, good on you. I'm also gonna at 20 minutes. I'm gonna start the game no matter what, because we are already running behind, and I've given them all plenty of time to get into the game, and they are all here. We're just waiting for people to ready up, but I will start it in a minute. So, what about you? Any notes to add to the Border choice?
Someone in chat said ban Finka, and the last time I watched MMG Void play, I think it was Blitz, I believe, on the Finka pretty much the whole time, and he dropped just about 17 kills. So, there's
just
that.
about, ladies and germs, not exactly. Just about. Ladies and germs, boys and squirrels, however you want to, however you want to do it. All right, let's see who these bands are. Starting us off will be Thermite. Ready? Say it with me now.
Alright.
Thermite.
2, 1.
Thermite. It's that.
Recruit.
God dang it. Recruit. Ban recruit. Come on, just give us some form of hard breach ban. Come on. We got 3 maps. We can wait.
Yeah, we can wait, especially with Clubhouse and the, you know,
Maverick.
agenda.
That's a hard breach. Yeah, that's a hard breach. Oh, a Capitao ban. That's an interesting ban. I like that. Clearly, and that was a ban by the attackers themselves. So planning a little bit in the future, not wanting to deal with that Capitao, and obviously not having intentions of playing them on their own attack. Very interesting ban. And let's see who the first defender, and there will be the Mira taken off the board. That will be by the attackers. That makes sense. Also, we have Dark Vortex starting on attack and MMG starting on defense, obviously. So, let's see who MMG decide to ban. Echo, I'm assuming. Maestro instead, not wanting to deal with the 81 rounds of the Alda available to Maestro. Have you realized that his LMG is belt fed but has one in the chamber? Have you ever realized that?
I mean, you know, another thing I realized is the fact that it has 81 bullets in the chamber, or in the magazine.
In the chamber? In the chamber? Wow,
Yeah.
that must be a really
New game
long
mode.
chamber.
It's 81 bullets in the chamber, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like one burst too. You know, you pull the trigger once and
Jesus.
all 81. It's a really long burst.
Yeah.
Montaigne was selected, but will be 6 picked off, and we will see a Nomad instead. There she is. Ooh, okay, I'm about to say we cannot have that Oryx in play, but Blitz is not really sure who he's gonna play. Looks like it's gonna be a clash. All right, solid.
I mean,
just so everyone knows, Oryx and yeah, drawing a blank on her name. Yana are out and available, but that does not mean so. A, they are banned, and B, Polly and Wamai are still not allowed. This is the last. After this match, though, all collective games they will be allowed. They are currently allowed in scrims, but since this is part of season 2, where Wamai and Kali were not allowed, they are not going to be allowed in the finals. So they are still not allowed. But after this game, they will be allowed into official collective matches, just so everyone knows. And this clash is interesting.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, you know,
Attackers are moving out
with
to
the
locate
defense,
a bomb
sometimes you
and
want to, hold that wall down, obviously, because every time, you know, that wall gets open, it's kind of hard to stop the attackers from just, you know, getting up and planting, so that's just definitely important to, you know, stall and also divert the attacker's attention, maybe, in a way, so.
Absolutely. We also have Mozzie. We've been seeing a ton of Mozzie playing lately in the later months of the season. It's kind of crazy, actually.
Mute Mozzie combo. It's just, I mean, yeah, can't go wrong with it.
Oh, it looks like Jaeger will be the first one to be hunted. Jaeger, he is now under pressure of a drone, and the Jackal also there. A little bit of a wallbang coming out. Will tag him, but does not do a ton of damage. He gets rid of the drone. Jaeger, but another one is coming in, and oh, that's a little bit more damage on. He is under a lot of pressure, and that will be the Jaeger being taken out by Jackal. Beautiful roam clear, and Ares also taking a little bit of damage to the floor. It looks like half health for him, and oh, it will be the Zofia that will finish him off. Unfortunate impact grenade. That's what I'm looking for. We do still have the Clash in play. Interested to see sort of what they do with this. They do, let's see, Nomad does not have any more of her air jabs left to knock her down, but it looks like that the wall will get opened. Enigma's taking a lot of damage for himself, and now under a Jackal ring, and it is a long Jackal ring. He will not win that fight. Jackal, though, coming out worse for wear. One bullet will put him down. Jackal gets another one. That's a triple kill. It is all up to the Clash, and it will be the Blitz to take him out. I mean, the Buck. Yeah, the Blitz. Yeah, nailed it. The Buck to take him out.
Yeah, I think that's not going to be the first time we're going to use that.
Oh, absolutely not. Blitz MMG, your name is beautiful. Also, when they loaded into the game, I really thought Ganova's name was Geneva, like, you know, the convention, and I was just like, oh lordy. I was like, oh lordy.
Yikes.
Mozzie once again coming out, and it will be another Armory Lockers defense. Trying again. Defenders not giving up on the site so easily.
We've seen, before some defenders or some teams give up on a site, right away as soon as they lose it. But on a map like Border, like you said, prior to the game starting, there's not really. There's those two sites you're mostly confident in, and then there's that off site that not too many teams, are really too confident in. So you want this Armory Locker defense to work.
You really need you at least need the Armory Locker win. You at least need the Armory Locker win. You're not wrong. Because despite it being viable, the workshop area is just a little bit harder to hold. There's a lot more ways in. There's the window you gotta watch, the front door. All of this backside is difficult. The Armory Locker just, there's really kind of two sides. This middle doorway here by metal stairs / metal detectors, that whole area. It's just not as, the amount of times you've seen an attacker come through here are kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
We do have the vigil this time around roaming. That is an interesting change. Trying to keep the roamers a little bit safer. Makes sense. Late reinforcement coming out. Jackal, it looks like they're going for a completely different push this time around. Pushing off his side. Ooh, good shot. Jaeger does light up the thermite a little bit. And Genova refusing to budge on the below and working. There is a Nomad, and as we can hear from Jackal's perspective, there are a lot of Nomads set up for the flank. They are prepared for this. They are prepared for this vigil. Grenades coming out, trying to kill the person inbound. Grenade will not hit. Reload. I believe that is. Yeah, that is Jaeger. We'll take a little bit of damage. One C4 is prepared. Is prepped. Ooh, and it will be the Jackal who wins that fight, but it will be traded out in the barbed wire. It's good flashbang though, and now concussed. Or Mozzie getting all of the distractions. Smoke is still in the field, minute and a half, half the round still. Ooh. Vigil trying to do what he can to assist his team, but just not able. They are just not letting him go anywhere near them. Ooh, bad peek by the Mozzie. Thermite will win that, but it will be refragged by the Smoke. Beautiful shot. Zofia will get one for herself. And there's only a minute left. There's only a minute left, and it's 2v2. Bandit gets one. Go up to the Nomad and the Buck. Nomad is in sight, and planting is going down, and C4 goes out. C4 does not hit, but 1 HP on the Nomad. She will not be able to plant through anything. She's down, but not out. Zofia can't survive her though. It's too bad it wasn't Zofia who went down who could withstand. Blitz, aka Bandit, trying to hold down what they can, and it looks like Smoke going for a flank, but there is a Nomad and air jab. The Smoke will finish off the Nomad, and Zofia is down, but she will withstand. 20 seconds left on the clock. She is up.
15 seconds left.
Can't get a shot on. Can't get a shot on the. 5 seconds left, and Bandit will finish off with Zofia with 5 HP. that round went back and forth the whole time, and it eventually just turned into they could not get the bandit out of that position to stop the plant.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Huge.
if this is going to be an indication of how the whole, series is going to play out, just stay tuned. Because, back and forth rounds are really indicative of two teams, being neck and neck in the talent department. And, I mean, like we saw there, the bandit also with that C4. Even though it didn't kill the Nomad, it stopped the plant, and it also
1 HP.
Just, yeah.
1 HP.
Put a lot of doubt into that Nomad's head, that's for sure.
Oh, doubt, absolutely. With that kind of low HP diffuser in hand, you are scared. You are scared. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're wicked scared. All right, we are going down below, and we do have a Kaid in play, which makes sense, trying to keep those hatches closed, I would assume. No bandit this time. And Blitz will be on to the Mozzie this time. Looks like a few operator change arounds. And there it is, that mute Mozzie combo you were talking about is just so powerful, especially in the last kind of like the playoffs of collective. The mute and Mozzie have been played unbelievably.
Oh yeah, good reason. I mean, even if the roam presence isn't strong, the presence of many gadgets to deny the intel is just way too strong to pass up as a defender. If you have those gadgets at your disposal, why not use them?
Exactly, and with Mozzie especially, if you actually can take a drone from the attackers, not only does that stop them from having the information, but it gives your team that information instead. And this will be a angled grip reflex on the DMR. Interesting.
A bomb has been located.
I personally run the B grip with ACOG because I use it as a DMR. Oh, early kill by Thermite. I don't know who. That's the Mozzie down. So even if they lose their drones, that will be no intel for the defenders. Beautiful kill from them. Truly an unfortunate pick by for the defenders. Very good. There is that mute coming out. I believe that is Smoke now going to be taking the pressure. Mute and Smoke together. Mute will get one. Beautiful shot. C4 being prepped. C4 out. It got caught. I mean, I at least detonated it. That's me. Ooh, bad peek by the mute, and that will be punished. But DMR will get one. And that was the Thermite. That is their hard breacher. That is a huge pick by the defense. Still 3v3, but if they starting to look like it is in the defender's favor. Top floor control is still in their hands. Smoke taking a lot of damage, and beautiful grenade, but they still have no way to open up the hatches. That means they will have to rotate downstairs. One of the hatches is probably open. Sledge and Buck gonna rip up that floor. And Jaeger under a lot of pressure with that Thermite, with that Jackal ping on him. Jackal will drop.
Bomb located by attackers.
Nova knows that Jackal is where it is near. Reload! We'll take a few bullets of damage. He's doing his best to hold on to watch both the top floor and the front door. Sledge, it looks like, is still up top. Yep, Sledge is still up top. Kaid will be taken out by the Jackal. And it will be double kill from Nexo. I don't even know.
Yeah, I think of Nexum is right. That's
Nex.
And
Nex.
I mean, we have a whole 15 hours to figure out how we want to pronounce his name. So,
And it will probably change at least 100 times.
at the end, I'm just probably calling him, I don't know, who knows, but just by his operator name.
Bill. His name's Bill
Just
now.
Bill, yeah.
Just
John.
Bill. John. Do you know what still throws me off to this day? Blackbeard's name is Craig. His real name
That's
is
hilarious.
Craig. This throws me off. If you look at Blackbeard, the last name on my mind is, yeah, that's a Craig. Nothing wrong with the name Craig. It just doesn't really fit him.
No, I definitely agree. Oh, man.
Getting that Rainbow Six deep floor.
Yeah. I mean, where else would you go?
Locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah.
Exactly. And not blaming them at all with the armory lockers still being locked, no pun intended, and the other two sites just being complete off sites as we keep talking about. I have zero blame for them for going back and trying again.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just
vents.
not.
Actually, sorry if I cut you off.
No, I pretty much finished my thought.
Okay, vents
10
actually
seconds remaining.
statistically is one of the more defender, I guess, favored sites. I mean, due to win percentage being higher
Attackers' objective is to
than
locate a
armory
bomb
lockers.
and defuse
So even though armory lockers is normally, you know, the more hit site, vents is actually more viable in terms of, you know, statistics. And like you were just looking at there, locking down that meeting area, you know, waiting room, is pretty pivotal actually. And obviously, the way they attacked it last time, they obviously went top down, but the way that Jackal came in from his tellers, so shutting that whole thing down, make sure that they don't have to really look toward the workshop door, as we do have a nice under the map experience there. That went around. It was cool.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Said it better myself. And we will have Castle sitting with his own barricades to his back to protect it, covering, like you said, just totally shutting down customs. They're expanding the site into customs, and we already early on have, I think that's a Jackal trying to ping someone, and it looks like there's only one, maybe two. Maybe there's two people up top. I can't tell. C4 will go out. C4 will do some damage. Oh, and it looks like it was a TK by accident, but he will trade him. Paulo helps, whatever, playing for both teams here a little bit. And you know, we'll call that a double kill for him. Smoke is still up here. Oh no, Smoke has dropped, so they are now hunting an imaginary roamer. This is sort of what you want to see, but elsewhere, we will have the Nomad taking one out, and oh, it does look like they killed the castle. I don't really know where the castle was, to be honest. But they are hunting. They are hunting invisible roamers. They now realize that, and trying to get some of the floor open.
And some of the
That
floor
castle
would be
is so influenced.
an
Like
understatement.
off the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reload!
But we do still have Smoke on the board with 2 of his canisters
A
left.
bomb has been
And it is
located.
down to 44 seconds. And he's in customs. And that is just an unfortunate smoke throw. It does look like the attackers are stalling up. They're not really sure what's going on, but they do have the thermite to open up some of the hatches. But that will be one. That will be one for Smoke. And they're jumping in window. Going for
15 seconds to
default
go.
plan.
10
Sledge
seconds
does
remaining.
take out the
Attackers
Smoke.
are activating.
Sledgehammer doesn't do it, or not. And it is all up to the Kaid, and that will be a double kill for the Sledge. I'm not really sure what happened there, to be completely honest.
I mean, I guess it could just be penciled down easily to, you know, the Sledge. Just really aggressive, and getting the last 3 kills there. You know, that's all you got to do sometimes. Just get really aggressive, and hope the other team is not ready for it.
They had 3 operators jump in Vent's window.
Yeah.
That
Don't
is
fault it if it works.
it is definitely a move that takes a lot of gall. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's a bold play.
It is an extremely bold play. They had 3 people jump in Vent's window. Alrighty then.
I'm not sure that's not going to be the extent of craziness of what we're going to... Like, it's not even going to touch the surface of how crazy this is going to be. So, and I'm ready for it. And I know you're ready for crazy.
You have
chaos,
Oh, I love chaos. I'm about to say, I'm always here for the chaos. If you look at the teams, we have a little bit of a top heavy on the side of the attack. We have GC and Max just absolutely putting in work, and a lot more even spread though than MMG. However, defense has only been able to win Armory once, and it was after they already failed. Armory is supposed to sort of be those 2 guaranteed wins you can count on.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
But here we are.
Yep, here we
Ready
are.
to go for a spawn peek?
Ooh.
I'm reloading.
Just going to at least attempt it. Maybe wait for a repel queue, possibly.
Is he gonna jump the banister? Ooh, Genova takes out the Jackal, however, elsewhere, and backs off pretty quickly. Very big pick for him. The Jackal has been super influential this whole game. Drones coming out to search for him. They are starting on their own clear, but ooh, they hit a Mozzie trap, and that is a drone lost to Mozzie.
Reloading.
Once again, apparently we just can't spectate Thermite.
He's just perpetually under the ground.
Alright, there we go. He does take over CC, which is, they are making progress towards getting rid of the cam. Making progress towards the site, but most of them are still downstairs looking for this vigil. Oh, and he is going to make a, don't peek. There's 2 of them there. We have outlines, he does not, but oh man, please don't peek that.
Reload.
And they are definitely afraid of him. He is definitely putting in doubts and fear into them, because they definitely want to go for an armory wall push and armory wall take, but it's just not gonna be happening. Genova is just refusing to give up on it.
Yeah. I mean, what's
Hiding
required
drone
to
perfectly.
get that wall open is to actually get up from below to get those banners off. Nova's gonna get spotted eventually, but man, just with the presence of that room where Nova is getting a lot of doubt in the minds of the attackers. It's gonna take a lot for them to win this round.
40 seconds left on the clock, and they are looking once again at Vent's window.
Reload.
Blitz with a huge C4. That is the thermite down. The wall did get open, but that's still the thermite down. Nomad goes out and shotgun in. Opening up default. Will be taken out by the what I am assuming is the Legion. And no one else is upstairs.
15 seconds
The
remaining.
last attacker is still below, holding, and he doesn't even. Wow, 1 HP on the Mozzie.
5 seconds to go.
He is still peeking. Can't say the Mozzie doesn't have fear.
Operators, you have run out of time.
But just they spent way too much time focusing on that Vigil, and Vigil using his gadget perfectly, just avoiding every single one of their drones every time, especially with the help from the Mozzie.
I mean, Vigil preserving his life just won the defenders that round alone. Even though he didn't really, he did get the opening pick, but the fact that he
And it was the
wasted
Jackal,
time-
which was the biggest fear
Oh,
to
yeah.
him. Jackal,
That is
which was the biggest. So that Jackal, I think you can kind of corner it down to, like you said, him preserving his life and getting that Jackal pick as the first pick. The opening pick being Jackal. I think those two things together are what guaranteed the defenders the win on that round.
Yeah, just, if we were to put it, in a couple of words, that would definitely be it. But going back down to Vent,
Need to locate and defuse
interested to see the
bombs when they
lineup
can.
here. We have an Echo.
No, we are not in
Oh,
Vent.
okay, never mind. Wow. Oh, here it is. Bathroom sellers. Yes.
Wow, just make me eat my words. I see how it is.
Someone
Now,
does
on this
refer
site,
you.
you do have to... I know, right? You definitely have to keep a top floor roam presence. You can't give up office to the attackers, and they look like they are going to be putting a ton of utility up here. Makes sense. If you give up office to the attackers, you can't hold that site. The whole floor is destructible. You will be forced out, especially with a buck on the field. There's just nowhere to hide. So that makes a lot of sense that they're putting in so much utility into this top floor. I saw Jaeger ADS, shield, 2 sets of barbed wire, 3 reinforcements, and a couple of castle barricades, as well as castle reinforcements, as well, and a second ADS and mutants. There's a lot of utility. I would say there's more utility upstairs than there is down.
Interesting to see.
Ooh, very aggressive play. Pulse already feeling the pressure with that Jackal ping and Pulse is in a very tight position. He will be taken out, and the Nomad will get one as well. 2 very quick picks from the attackers, and that will put them down to 3v5. And there's still 2 minutes left in the game, in the round.
Wow.
The game, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Very aggressive play by the attackers this time around.
Yeah, that was just a better
They
question.
saw the... Oh, no, you go.
Okay, that was just a better question what they were going to do with the Pulse, and I actually finally understood that he was going to, repel the attackers coming on the defenders in office, but what they did was, beautifully pitched him out to put Jackal down at the moment. Ooh, okay, so it looks like the castle's going to get him out from below, but not much, not aware of him actually being down, which, obviously isn't very good. But he might be picked up eventually here.
Ooh, that's a risk. But it does work out for her, so. They're trying their hardest to save Jackal here. They are trying to clear out the top floor to get Jackal up, but I feel like that is not really the smart way to do this. They should be going for the... they should be going for the wall, and here we go, finally. Thermite will get the wall open. And okay, we now have IQ down. 2 attackers down, making this a... Okay, no, IQ will be picked up, making this a 4v3, but Jackal will be not able to be taken out. Mute also falling, and Castle almost getting his head taken off. Castle not in a good position. It will be the last one up, and it does not matter. 2 quick kills from the attackers, and nearly a flawless round by them. Just bathroom tellers, if you know what you're going against, you can tear it apart. You can tear it apart. That is the sort of site that you rely on it being a complete pocket strat, catching the attackers off guard, that kind of stuff. That's when you pick bathroom tellers, that's what you're expecting.
Yeah.
But it just did not work out for them in the favor. They had a really good attacking lineup for that site, and here it is, the Finka that you were predicting by the beginning of the game. Let us see if we can make it another 17 kill game.
No, correction, about 17 kills. So
You're right. I'm sorry.
Could have 17 and a half, maybe 16.3. You never know.
17 and a half.
But
Also, Clash being played on the first round as well from both teams. Interesting play. That is the 6-pick phase, but I am so with these unusual operator picks. I am so with these unorthodox strats. I mean, 3 people jump through vent window.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
That is definitely one of the most unique situations I've ever seen. As well as we have a Kaid we have a Kaid and a bandit instead of a Kaid or a bandit, which is definitely an interesting decision.
Yeah. What I would think is one is going to lock down the teller's wall, or I mean, archives walls to office, and the other is going to get the main wall and armory. Because like we saw from Dark Vortex's attack, is that they attempted to attack office. So maybe they're just prepping for both of them in case MMG decides to
5 seconds left
switch it
before
up.
insertion.
Also, the
Absolutely, I think you're absolutely right because they reinforced the office wall, and Bandit is here. I think you're right. They are going to protect both sides. Also, these are the stats coming into the half. We have not nearly as top heavy anymore, and still very even on the side of MMG.
A bomb has been
We
located.
still have all of Nomad's gadgets, all of her air jabs in her hands. We do have the DMR with the vert grip and a ACOG. The Clash being used almost identically. Clash turning her back to the door. Not sure if that's a smart choice.
Activating adrenaline surge.
One Finka will be used. But no one will
Loading
deal
back!
with it. We did have IQ with an LMG. So we had to point that out there.
yeah, LMG has
Clash,
been seeing
though, however.
resurgence.
Ever since it got the angled grip, I've been allowed to go its way to it. But that's a little bit old. That was when Amaru came out that it got the angled grip. A frag will be prepped. And it will have a really bad bounce, unfortunately. Clash will be flashed here. Yes, it will.
Bomb located by attacker.
Oh! 2 kills very quickly. One from Blitz, the second LMG, and it will be a knockdown, and that will be the end of Clash. Very good use of that, and it looks like they're also rushing in. All on Bandit now, who is not anywhere on
Attackers
site.
recovered the diffuser.
Gonna rush into CCTV, but there's a Nomad there, so he has to push into B. He is now in archive. Or count, I'm sorry. But it will be taken out. That was unfortunate. That attack went from 0 to 150 in like a second.
Right, what we
Also,
saw
can we
there
talk
was-
about beautiful use of the Nomad. Beautiful
Okay.
use. Knocking down the Clash, taking her out, and just taking out the problem entirely.
Yeah, I mean, going back to you alluding the Nomad in the pre-game, maybe we were onto something because every single round Nomad has been played. It's just I don't
We're
know.
going on round 8, and she's been picked every time. Nomad is extremely influential on border. It's a map that, as we saw with the one round from Genova, roaming on the Vigil, if you can lock down the roam game, if you can't lock down the roam game, you will lose. You will lose.
Yep.
Goyo being brought out.
You know what happens when you bring Goy out and
I was gonna say, I know you love Goyo when he's played.
I'm assuming he's going to be used to kind of not really replace, but in the place sort of the Clash last time is going to be positioning his shields, kind of tailored to stop a push into armory. So it's a good strat for Vulcan shields. I love to see Goy. I'm a big Goy.
There are 2 of his Vulcan shields right there, actually.
10 seconds left.
See? So we'll see how that works out for
5
them.
seconds to insertion.
Once again, they are going to do a hard office hold, despite
Attackers objective is to
MMG
locate a
showing
bomb.
0 interest in actually showing the exact opposite. I think they had 4 people, maybe all 5 people stacked up on Armory Wall last round. And the last Vulcan shield will go in the doorway leading outside of Armory Wall. So all 3 Vulcan shields will be used on this side. One of the Vulcan shields is, never mind now, okay, I was going to say it's protecting an Echo drone, but it will be picked up. So I'm not really sure exactly what it'll be used for. They might be onto something, though. We do have drones coming into the office side. They might have seen all those Vulcan shields and said, let's not deal with that.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Oh! That is the hard breacher down! That is probably the most unfortunate TK they could have had. It is now going to be through brute strength of forcing themselves into the objective. But a strong pick first started off. That is the Jaeger down. That is the Roamer. And we have Bandit taking out Genova. That is the IQ. That is a lot of their speed now gone. We have no more 3 speeds on the field. Finka's a 2. I actually think they're all 2. And the Echo is still on the field. C4 goes out, hits nothing. And Finka does have 2 uses left, however, and 2 grenades. We do have 4 grenades. Looks like one's about to be used. And it will get no one. Let's see what the second one is getting one. Second Finka going out. Will be concussed though, getting rid of that buff. Bandit will win that fight. But he will be traded out. So now we're 3v2. Still favor inside of the defenders, but we still have one Finka boost left. Remember how I said that not a lot of people go up metal? Well, here we go, and that is why, right there. Easily peaked by the Echo, leaving Ares 1v3. Nomad. No gadgets in hand, no drones, no nothing. And it will be taken out by the Goyo. His Vulcan shields proving to be not required.
I mean, you know,
Beautiful round.
Say, yeah, I mean, definitely beautiful round. I wouldn't necessarily say not required because, like you said, they possibly could have seen those Vulcan shields lined up, and they might have been like, "Oh, Italian boys, pretty scary. Stay away from that." So, you know, try to opt it up or change it up and opt to attack office. But man, Blitz, the team kill.
I gotta say, I think that we can attribute a big portion of that loss to the fact that Thermite was taken off the board so early, unfortunately, by a teammate.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if they will
Attackers need to
go
locate
back.
and defuse bombs.
They will. Armory. Oh no, they won't. They will go to workshop. I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying attention to the before. So. Let's see. They do have a pulse this time, which is a little bit different.
Yeah, Pulse, most of the time for fence defense, it would be used to protect the people that are playing upstairs. Because of, you know, let's just say you're an attacker, right? You're trying to pinch out people that are sitting in either office or armory.
Attackers are moving
You're not
out to
going to be
locate a bomb and defuse.
too, I wouldn't say aware, but you're not going to be kind of looking out for a pulse below. So maybe, you know, if you run a pulse, you can possibly get, you know, 1 or 2 kills from below, rolling up, checking for it. So it's a good play.
I don't know if you saw that, but they pulse reinforced both hatches in CCTV. That is a very unusual play, especially for events defense. A very unusual play. So I am extremely curious to see what happens. First, Finka will come out. Ares still has all 3 of his air jabs. And just overall, this seems to be a very aggressive hold from Dark Vortex. A very aggressive hold.
My device is ready.
Ares will be taken out. I don't know. I did hear one of her nomads go off, but I'm not sure how many of her gadgets she actually got down. That is a very unfortunate pick for the attackers. IQ pushing into sight, taking AWOL. She is in. Like, she is in.
Attackers have located a bomb.
That is. We do still. She, but not in sight, obviously, because sight is downstairs. But she just took over AWOL like it was nothing. For those who call it something different, I do know that that call out can be a little bit different. I call it AWOL for armory wall. Just so everyone, and it ironically is also the A site on armory locker roll. Enigmas will take out the Thatcher, yeah, the Jaeger. and that is top floor control in the hands of MMG. It is still 3v5, but I would probably say the health advantage is ironically in the side of the defenders, despite it being 3v4.
We also did. Oh, the leech on the flank is going to get too forward. Kill.
Diffuser is down.
Diffuser.
Diffuser is down. This is in his control. And he will get the quad. One more for the ace. It is all on the Finka. Still has about 47 health left. Still has 47 health left to his name. Finka repelling. Looks like she's gonna be pushing Armory Wall. And I love that bug. We'll get a shot at 75 HP. She has no stims left. He drops.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Diffuser is in her hand, but she does walk into 2 of the Legion.
Defender is approaching a kill zone.
And it will be an ace! It is an ace! By Ben. Wow, what a play.
And I mean,
that is it. Wow. A beautiful ace to win the defense. And take his team to match point.
Yep.
They were down 3v4 at one point. I mean, I did say, the health advantage is on the side of the defenders, but the attackers were winning pretty much every gunfight they came across, except for Ben. He just didn't lose. He peaked and didn't lose.
I was just about to mention that Legion was on the flank, and I guess he just decided to take things into his own hands and not wait for me. It did help that Thermite kind of just I don't know, looked into his eyes lovingly and said hi, welcome to Julie's, and didn't shoot his gun. But I mean, Ben with the ace, it just you can't even, if you wanted to try, you just can't.
Chili's.
Honestly, that was my first thought when I saw Thermite die. Why am I something is wrong with it?
He has a little red hat. He has a little red hat. Oh man. Alright, well also both teams turning into a complete and utter liar and going back to themselves, by the way. After that ace, Ben has literally doubled the amount of kills he had and taken the front run of his team. We are still extremely even on the side of MMG. We only have we have a 3-kill difference between first and last, but honestly we have one in between. 10
seconds to go.
So, but absolutely there is Ben, the front runner, on the side of Dark Vortex.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Oh man, I see someone in the chat saying welcome to Chili's. Oh, that's Tyler. Love you, Tyler. Oh man, that was the highlight of the night for me. That was highlight of the night for me.
They say multiple reasons for why I'm here.
Loading back.
I'm just here to make fine references. So, but I'm doing my job.
We once again do see that heavily top floor defense. Did a little bit different than we saw with MMG, but still the same base concept. And we very aggressively already have MMG opening up one of the castles and taking over CC. We have one Nomad out. That's our second Nomad. I misspoke. Knows that one is behind the monitors. Ooh, Finka being caught off guard. Unfortunately, really bad place to drone. Not safe at all. Sort of wonder what was the thought process there. And it will be another one for Mozzie taking out, I think that was Thermite. Yeah, Thermite, but it will be traded by the Nomad, but he is down but not out. You have double kill from Ares, but he is also down but not out. I heard the reload finish for some reason. Huge C4 by the Mute, and leaving in Genova in a 1v3 equally, unless he does pick up his Nomad, which looks like he's going to go do. So now it will be a 1v2. We do have no Nomads left in her. And wow, what a double kill from Jaeger! I thought Nomad was going to win that fight for sure. What a double kill. 7-3 win for Dark Vortex. That is your final scoreboard. Absolutely an insane game. Dark Vortex showing that they are here to win. These are finals. They said, nah, we're coming out here. Very aggressive.
I mean, as is tradition, I'm going to mention this, and I'm surprised I haven't mentioned this before, but that was Dark Vortex's map pick. So the fact that they did win 7-3 is, I wouldn't say not too surprising, but it's a monumental win in Dark Vortex's morale, let's say.
And I will be swapping teams, and we will be going to Clubhouse. I hope they all know not... Yeah, MMG Void will be attacking orange. They will still be orange. We make sure that they know that.
Getting an invite to a watch party, even though I'm
You want to watch yourself cast?
yeah, I can do that.
Solid. Come vibe. We do have someone. Yeah, I mean, yeah, vibe check. So that was map 1, Dark Vortex. They now have a 1 map advantage. It is best of 5, and just so everyone knows, it's 1 best of 5 and 2 it's unlimited overtime, which means, for those of you who don't know, that the winning team must win 2 overtime rounds in a row. So technically speaking, we can have 105 rounds if it really came down to it. It's totally possible. So these games can be long. So we hope you are in it for the long haul with us. Everyone on the side of MMG is readied. I do see a few members of Dark Vortex not ready yet, but I will give them a minute or two just to, do whatever. Chat, what did you think of map 1? What did you think of map 1? And while you contemplate that question with stream delay and whatnot, our second map is Clubhouse. I'm assuming we'll see a Maverick ban. It's probably one of the most common bans on Clubhouse just because of how influential he is. Just how influential Maverick is on that map. Do you think that there's a character as equally influential on defense?
This is why I shouldn't reach out. Okay.
I see it as well. I see it as well.
But an influential defender on this map, I feel like if the Maverick band were to come out, I mean, obviously Bandit is, the standalone person to get the, or not get the, but I would say reinforce and make sure that wall on CC doesn't get open. So maybe Bandit is probably the most important defender because also for Gym Bedroom, he's really important too. So I would say Bandit for sure for Clubhouse as a whole.
I mean, Bandit, absolutely, especially with the introduction of Kaid. Teams are more willing to ban Bandit because I do know a few games before Kaid came out, like, it was sort of like, oh, do we ban Bandit? Like, oh yeah, it's useful for us on attack, but when we get to defense, do we really want to have that same, restriction and whatnot? I know that's a thought process, but with Kaid on the field, and both teams do seem to have a solid Kaid player in their ranks, so I think a Bandit ban is definitely plausible. I definitely think it is something possible.
I mean, another thing to think about, the second most banned operator for Clubhouse normally is Capital. So, right there,
to stop the bandit tricking. It's to stop the bandit tricking. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
I mean, right there, it's just, you already have your attacker ban set. It just all comes down to if one of the teams doesn't feel like, banning one of those 2 operators, then it's kind of like, okay, do we change our defense bans up a little bit to, match it accordingly? Or, I don't know. We might see a mirror ban. That could be possible.
Yeah. Someone said there'll be a Thatcher ban. I could see that being as well. Thatcher also very influential on Clubhouse, sort of for the same reason that Bandit is. One of the hardest counters to that Bandit trick. I mean Maverick. One of the hardest counters to the Bandit trick is the Thatcher. And I will say this about the Capitao ban. Capitao was banned on Border. Indeed.
Yeah.
So, and I see a lot of good. I actually see a lot of good conversation in chat talking about last match, and I definitely think that you're right. It makes sense why they chose Border. They clearly knew what they were doing. It was a very conscious, with the way pick bans work in a best of 5 is you pick your first map. Like, so all maps are on the field, you get to pick 2 maps. Each team gets to pick 1. Border was Dark Vortex's pick, and MMG picked Clubhouse. So, sort of logic states, we should see that same kind of dominance on Clubhouse from MMG.
Mm-hmm. If the stars align and the universe is perfect. But you never know. Things,
Exactly.
In the game we play, the game we watch, the game we breathe, eat, smell, whatever you do to your video games.
I don't know. I caress it and say goodnight, sweet prince to it every night.
Yeah. Exactly. Read a bedtime story. Make sure it's nice
Tuck
and
it in.
warm. Yeah, tuck it in.
Tuck it in.
But it's a weird game.
Map
sure.
one's
And,
map one's score was 7-3, by the way, in favor of Dark Vortex. We will start in just a minute. I'm gonna give them. I'll give them to 23, and I'll start it. Because technically they're supposed to get, I think, 15 minutes in between maps, but we are trying to keep things moving.
moving is
If I get a ping on Discord that's sort of like we weren't ready, then I will obviously restart. Oh, okay. We're ready. Everyone. Okay, you know what? Ping me next time, people. Not hard. There's all you gotta do on mobile is literally just tap my icon. Just tap it, and you'll ping me.
Public service announcement.
PSA. I'm here. And queer. And ready to vibe.
Vibe checks are gonna get in a span of 10 minutes. Jeez.
Oh man, Maverick catching a vibe check. Predicted that one, and it's a hard breach ban. So me and Beach, success.
It's the dream come
No, these
true.
are not.
I can actually
These are
leave
not
now.
gophers. These are not gophers. These are. This is collective. This is like a competitive league. There's the Thatcher ban that someone predicted. So this is its own separate independent league. All of the social information is in the description down below. I'm like pointing down, like you guys can see me. Wow, I'm a loser.
Yeah, please like and subscribe. Oh wow.
This is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
I've been trying to get us sponsors for a little bit, but I'll take it. Reach out.
Kaid though, interesting band, like you said.
Yep.
Unique. Did not see that coming. And Echo. Ironically, I feel like who banned that? That was Defense, right? Defense banned
That
last.
The orange team, so MMG would ban Cade.
Okay, so MMG banned Void. So I'm curious because I was thinking if maybe it was MMG who banned Echo. I was like, oh, that might be so they can run Finca, which they're going to continue to run because obviously if you get stunned by an Echo drone, you lose the buff. But I wonder why Dark Vortex banned Echo. Interesting. Interesting. I am kind of curious on why we didn't see a Finca ban. I mean, they MMG seems to religiously run the Finca. So I think banning her might be a play, but we'll have to see how DV kind of handles them on their map. Because like you said, in a
Defenders,
perfect
protect your
world,
bombs from being
this
defused
should
by
be
attackers.
MMG's map every way to Sunday. And ironically, it's all right. That's wow. All right.
And all right. know,
Hey, you know,
chaos is what we live for.
I mean not Blitz. Bandit just really wanted to kill. He just, he wanted to get on the scoreboard early. He wanted to get on the
I know,
scoreboard
you
early.
can't win.
10 seconds to insertion.
He just. Oh man, but that is in all reality,
5
honestly.
seconds remaining.
It doesn't
Attackers
tell
have
me
discovered
because
the
he's dead
location
now,
of a
but I'm
bomb.
assuming that Jaeger did not put a single piece
Attackers
of his
are moving
utility
to
down,
defuse
and that is a
bomb.
huge loss, especially with the fact that Finka and Buck are on the board, and they've been on the board, I think, every single one of MMG's attacks. That is 4 grenades that now have nothing stopping them. So that is a huge loss for them. Yeah, so that is really important for them. Capitao also allowed through the ban phase and was picked up.
Attackers dropped the
The
diffuser.
issue here, though, is
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
you see the double castle come out, and I mean, if we, we have to probably expend 2 grenades on those castles in order to get Bandit off the wall, but it doesn't look like anyone's actually forward at the moment. And Bandit is also downstairs, so
Yes. Last map, IQ brought the Buki fighter religiously, but she does have a Claymore this time, so none of that. It is gonna be punching for her. First buff does come out. First Finka buff. I think that's Buck who just dropped the prone in. Yes. Ooh, almost taking off the head of IQ there through the wall. That is Mira, who also did make it through the ban phase. Actually, a very different ban phase this time around. Thatcher being the only operator that was using it. First kill, double kill from Next, but he will take a lot of help running away. But that is a solid double kill. And that is the Finka off the board, and that'll be one for Mira taking help from Buck. That is a huge pick. IQ will fight back though with one. She is, however, stuck here. She has no way back up. She's not Amaru. She has no way back up that hatch.
Attackers
See, this is the type of situation where I actually think Amaru is useful because she could, flank around. But ooh, Bandit barely getting away with it. And Bandit will win that fight against IQ. A lot of pre-firing coming out and leaving the Para, Capitao, the Para, 1v3. And beautiful snap to Nex. He's shutting him down. There is a castle barricade there to actually now protecting him. Does know where the mirror is. He does have bolts left. He could fire arrow her, but he's not going to. Mira throws her C4, but he downs her. It is now a 1v1. And
you have run out of time.
Time ran out. Oh my goodness. Okay, why is chat like, hi chat? Yes, I exist.
you're not the only one here. Just come on.
Yeah, right. Like Peach is nice.
Okay, but an alternative conversation. I feel like
First off, great play by Capitao. Can we just talk about that? Like, great play by him.
he did all he could. It was a valiant effort, but just too many enemies for
Attackers
one
need to
person
locate and
to
defuse bomb.
account for. So, well,
And now we will be going downstairs. So that was usually what is the off site. That is usually the tertiary site. Now one in the hands of Dark Vortex. That is huge. MMG. That is the site on Clubhouse that you look at and go, that's the free attack win. And DV has now stolen that from MMG, which means that the pressure is on MMG now to win at least once on one of the harder to
5
defend,
seconds left.
easier to defend sites, harder to attack.
Yeah, it
And
was
that does put a lot of pressure on
Locate
them.
a bomb and defuse it.
kind of surprising. I mean, I don't know what move to see a Jim bedroom pick first, but I guess
I think we've been
Vortex,
seeing it more and more.
Yeah,
Like,
that
I
is
feel
true.
like this is not even remotely the first time I've seen that picked first.
Maybe I just
So,
have the mismemory of Clubhouse, but
I think, but I still think it is considered sort of the off-site. I think that more and more people are trying to get it, like, try to catch people off guard with it. Which obviously, the more you do it, the less likely to catch someone off guard is. So, you know, what do I know?
at that point it's gonna be meta.
One Finka used very early on. But it looks like they are going to be. That is a second Finka being used very early. Oh, and it will be one. That pick will be. That fight will be won by the Mozzie. Grenade being held. Finka taking out.
Oh,
Finka taking out 2. What? That was an easy kill for the Mozzie. And all right, we're out here. we really out here. All right. So Blitz very low HP. He does have that Finka boost, so he will pretty much more than double his health at the moment when using that last buff. But he only does have 1 left. One more Finka buff left. And they're only bringing 1 hard breacher, despite Hibana also being on the board, and sort of this map being a very good map for hard breachers. Ooh, good flank here by the Mute. Does see the Capitao, misses the shots, and will retreat back to site. Makes sense, not force it. Shotgun at hand. Waiting for someone to get aggressive. Nothing peek him, and it looks like the attackers have sort of stalled out. Ooh, this is interesting. They are going to be pushing, oh, what I got, it's called Finka down. And ironically, Finka is the only one who can revive from a distance, so she will stay down. Buck looks like he might be good for a revive.
Reload!
But Legion not really allowing it. Ooh, that will be a kill from the Bandit onto the Buck. And this is now just the attackers have stalled out immensely. Mute will get the Capitao, and it is all up to Enigmas, who will be taken out. And the round has 180. The attackers stalling. They got those really early on picks, those aggressive picks, and just said, "What do we do now?" They just sort of were walking around trying to figure out what to do. I'm not really sure what happened there, but they stalled. I don't really think there's any other way to sort of defend that. They stalled out.
I mean, after those initial picks by Blitz, I feel like they just lacked direction, and they did get some hatches open. I believe stock hatch and also dirt, but just man, yeah. I mean, you said it. Just pencil it down to confusion, and they're the next time.
I really wish I could have heard the comms in that round. I really do, because that really seemed like it was MMG's round.
Bombs as they can.
And they just, I don't know. Maestro. So I think we now have officially all 3 operators that were banned last map that were not banned this game have officially shown themselves. So we have actually I think all in this round too. Capitao, Mira, and Maestro all making themselves known here. We do have 1 shield on the side of defense from the smoke. We still once again have the 4 grenades coming from Buck and Finka, but this time Genova is not going to be the Buck player.
Attackers
Going to be handing over the Buck.
Yep, I'm passing a torch ritual, if you will.
does look like the Maestro. Yep, the Maestro will be sitting.
Now you will.
Buck, wow, already in and below. Jesus, very. It is literally like they are just. The attackers are being very aggressive. Ooh, Bandit will get a few. Will get tagged a little bit. That is Bandit now being taken out. Beautiful rope clear on that. Oh, beautiful grenade taking out the Mira. This once again 2 very early picks for MMG. Let's just hope this time they don't stall out as much. That is a 3rd for MMG. Just 4. And that will 1v5 for Maestro. He will win 1. 1 pick to his name. That is 2. Next, not giving up so easy.
Bomb located by attackers. Attackers are activating the bomb. Attackers have located a bomb.
45 seconds now.
Yep, but the phaser down, and the mirror's being used against him. Odds are next. Oh, okay, so this time it on the top of it. Possibly take a couple angles onto the attacker.
There's
Just
3.
get 1. The triple kill
Oh,
next.
but it does not matter. Whew. That was getting a little. If I was an attacker there, I was getting a little nervous. I would be getting a little nervous, but that is MMG's win. They did not, but great try from Nex, getting the 3. That was unbelievable. Refusing to give up, fighting to the last breath, and these are the kinds of plays that we like to see. This is finals after all.
Yep, and I mean, next using all those 81 bullets in the mag, there's not really much you can do against that as an attacker other than just not peek or just not be in the way.
Bruh, just don't peek. Just don't peek, bruh. just don't peek. Just click on their heads. That's probably my favorite siege meme, bruh. Just click on their heads. That's all you gotta do.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
It's not that hard.
Not that hard, bro. So despite it being available to them, they will be going back to cache CCTV instead of gym bedroom, despite it now being unlocked.
I feel like the gym bedroom is more of a, you know, like we alluded to, a little bit of a throw-off kind of pocket thing, if you will. Not saying they couldn't hold it, you know, if the attackers expected it, because, I mean, after all, they did a team killer right away and still won the round, so...
I actually had, yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
100% win rate.
Yeah, right? 100% win rate. I mean,
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb
you're
and
not
defuse it.
wrong. And now we do see the double hard breach coming out. I just realized that we finally see the double hard breach coming out and no Finka. This MMG decided that the Finka is just not doing it for them. And this will be classic Hibana placements. For those of you who don't know, it's actually better to hipfire if you're trying to open up a wall with the bailiff. It's a wider spread will open up more wall per shot. Just FYI.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Trying to get the, I'm assuming what is the same exact aim we got last time on Mira. Not going to hit this time though. Thinking better than to use a second grenade. Probably for the best. I'd love to see an Amaru. I this sort of came out of nowhere, but I would love to see an Amaru. Not a lot going on. It's sort of, alright, a little bit of a fight between the Jaeger and Zofia, it looks like. Zofia takes a lot of damage on the flank. But as I was saying, it looks like they're just trying to feel each other out more than anything now. Bandits will be taken out. Ooh, Ben though will get one. That is the Hibana off the board. That's an unfortunate pick. Maestro doing damage with those 81 bullets. We do have both Sledge and Genova low on health, and that will be the Sledge taken out by Smoke. Wow, this is definitely an interesting round. No ACOG left on the Alda, but still trying to take those long peeks, and is seem to be doing well in fighting them. I think the other two are outside the main wall. Yes, the other two are outside the main wall. Sophia will stun herself, but she does recover faster. Ooh, shotgun will take out the buck. They're now, the last two are now outside of main wall. Not a lot to do here. Not a lot of health though on a lot of the defenders. Most of the defenders will go down in 1 to 2 bullets. But just not a lot of health in the attackers either. C4 will miss.
15 seconds
You
left.
just taking a beating,
The
but
attacker's
staying
bomb diffuser
alive.
has been dropped.
And it will be a
Defender has left
flank by the
area of
Jaeger,
operation.
taking out the
Defender has been
diffuser
discovered.
holder.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Not enough time for Genova. He will save his
Operator,
life
you
though,
are out of time.
at those stats, and keep things going. Next, absolutely once again showing that he is out here and means business. MMG, Blitz, and Scar doing the best they can to try to hold their team together, but it is they are down 3-1. This is their pick. There were what, 6 maps on the board? The only map they couldn't choose was Border, which was already chosen by Dark Vortex. This was it. They could have chosen one of all of them. And it's just they just can't seem to get a hold. I think Dark Vortex just has their number.
Defenders protect your bombs from being defused by
Yeah,
attackers.
silver lining for, MMG is to look at as Clubhouse is probably one of the most defender-sided maps. So I wouldn't say the deficit is too, hard to manage, but
they
it's
already,
gonna be tough.
I mean, they did, to be fair, they did win once on Cash, but they lost on Bedroom. They lost on Bedroom. So they need to take at least one more round. Yeah, exactly. They need a 4-2 split. I just saw someone in chat saying
10 seconds
they
left.
need a 4-2 split at minimum. Obviously, you want that 3-3, but at
5
this
seconds
point, but
left
at
before
minimum, they need a
insertion.
4-2 split. It's sort of the ball's in their court now. If they can win
Attackers
one
are
more
moving out
round,
to locate a
then
bomb and defuse it.
hey, it's not too bad. But if they can't, then they're in real trouble.
Yeah. Also, side note, I believe in a previous stream, someone called him Scar. I believe it is actually Shar. If I'm not mistaken,
Shar.
if I had that backwards.
All right.
I don't. I'm just gonna.
People need to make easier like Loopy, solid. Beach, solid. Beach, solid. Enigmas, solid. But Genova will be taken off the board very early on, and that is unfortunate. That is their Ash. That was taken out by GC, also known as the Jaeger. That is absolutely unfortunate. It looks like she did just try to rush into site, or into garage, not site. And they were prepared for it. Ooh. Beautiful grenade by the Buck. Does take some damage for it, but a beautiful grenade nonetheless. Oh no, there's the Ash, the body. She runs. I'm pretty sure you could have gotten through that, Buck. You didn't have to open the wall. Like, come on, fam. That was a nice wall. I do want to see where this Jaeger has gone on to. Jaeger's now in blue. Has retreated. Fire is spreading slowly closer to him, but he will be fine. Now, with the new way that the Capitão's bolt works, I actually think he can shoot it over that and it will fall.
He's not doing that.
Yeah, I was going to say. Now, I haven't honestly played too much Capital since the change, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
change was a while ago, to be fair.
Yeah, a couple months now. But I'm pretty positive that if you were to shoot it, on the ceiling above you, it would have rained down on him and forced him to move. But maybe he's not aware of these changes.
Who knows?
A bomb has been located.
We do see Bucks opening up the floor, like, Bucks do. Capitao still trying to deal with this Jaeger. He does have one firebolt to his name, but I don't think he knows that Jaeger's to the left now. But it doesn't look like Jaeger's aware that Capitao is pushing him either. Yeah, they are both clueless of each other's presence. He is stuck in the barbed wire. But can he? And he will be
15
traded,
seconds to go.
but not. He was saved by the Legion.
Attackers dropped the
1
diffuser.
HP left on the
10
Jaeger.
seconds
Jaeger
left.
does down one through the wall, though. Enigma's down through the wall. Oh, Char gets one. That's a double kill. Gets two. That's a triple kill. But not enough time, especially
Operators,
with the
you are
Legion
out of
stuck in his
time.
foot. Once again, down to the last second. 1v1, just no time left for the attacker. That is now the second time that has happened to them.
Yeah. Wow.
It
I mean,
does
what is
seem
that,
that
a sign
MMG
of?
is. I don't know, but that's what I'm gonna say. Is I think that says that MMG can win these gunfights. They can win them. They have the skill. They're just scared. They're waiting too long. They're trying to get an easy pick that they're not giving up. Like they're not they're waiting for an easy pick that's not coming. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And the reason why this easy pick is not coming is because Dark Vortex probably knows that they're waiting for the easy pick. And so they're refusing to give it to them. Which is a smart play by them.
Yeah. I mean, I was just about, like you said,
Defenders, protect your bombs.
it's about a
from being
pencil.
defused
It's
by
to,
attackers.
MMG being a little bit too hesitant, or I guess hard set on, doing a certain thing rather than just kind of speeding things up a little bit. Because I mean, when you're seeing that, they can
Attackers have
pull off,
discovered the location of a
an
bomb.
advantage. It's just the time they have remaining when they do it is not substantial enough, and it shows.
Yeah. No TK this time. Good, glad to see that.
I'm not 100% rate.
10
Statistics
seconds
don't
left.
Yeah, there's no way that I
5
would be
seconds
lying.
to go.
Okay.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Round is starting. We do seem to have a pretty similar setup to the one we had last time, just a few more reinforcements, and that makes sense because we were missing two last time we were on this map on the site. So we see, this is the difference between if you paid attention to how they each play. But at this point, DV would already had one or two people in the site, like in the map, in the building. That's the word. Jesus Christ! But there's so much going so much slower. Just very different play styles. Not saying one is better than the other, just very different.
Shock loaded.
Interested to see why the bandit ops okay.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Is Jaeger. Woo! Beautiful peak siege timing. Unfortunate for Miles there. Nomad, not Nomad, Mozzie will get one. No Nomad this game also, just pointing out. Went from 100% pick rate to 0. Oh, beautiful grenade by Blitz. That will be the bandit now down and on the wall is unelectrified. Next, getting a second one though. That is the Blitz. I mean, that is the Thermite now down. They can't get through the wall. It is all up to Blitz and Char to try and take
Attackers
this
have recovered
round.
their
And this
diffuser.
is the offsite. This is the offsite. And if they give this one up, they will go into a 5-1 deficit on defense, which is still winnable, but it is definitely a lot harder to pull off than a 4-2.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Oh, Castle winning that peak. That is diffuser down. It is now all up to Char. Gets one. Another one looking to go peek the same exact window, because that never fails. And Char just crawling on the roof. I think they might be taking the time. Yeah, it looks like they're taking the time and sort of trying to talk amongst themselves and figure out some plays and figure out what they're going to do on defense. It does look like they're taking this time and just, you know, saving Katie kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is the scoreboard, though. While they're doing that, we do have Nex on top by double the next player, and we have 3 of them at 4. We have a similar
15
story
seconds
with
remaining.
Char dropping 7, and the next highest being Blitz at 4. So just 1
10
kill off
seconds
of
left.
between Nex and Char. And just, you know. Oh, and Char will not actually get to save his kill. His death, I mean. GC will jump out and break the 3-way tie of 4 kills on their team and get a 5th. Don't think Char was expecting that. I honestly don't. He kind of looks surprised that he jumped out.
But I mean, this is it. You know, it's the make or break time. We'll see what MMG has to offer on the defensive side of things. Clubhouse, you know, being
Absolutely.
obviously, like we've said before, a more undersided map. It's gotta all line up for MMG, and they have to pretty much get 6 rounds in a row here if they want to avoid overtime. But if they even want to force overtime, they have to get a 5-1 split, which is going to be a tall task to ask.
Absolutely. And I mean, I
Attackers
feel like
need
we
to
can't say
locate
this
and
enough, but
defuse bombs.
if Dark Vortex wins here, they go to their next map pick. They go to their next map pick. And that could be devastating to MMG. That it might shut down this series before it really even began. I was hoping to at least see 4 maps. Like, come on, stuff.
Bomb located by attackers.
Pretty standard setup, it looks like. Nothing
10 seconds
too
remaining.
crazy, honestly.
Razor wire going up.
I mean,
5 seconds
another,
left
you know,
before
maestro
Creating camera.
in garage play. You know, pretty typical.
Attacker's objective
You know,
is to defuse
you
the
normally
bomb.
want an ACOG playing in garage. Rafters.
Jaeger ACOG.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Jaeger
Jaeger
ACOG.
ACOG.
Rest in peace. You know, it's never too late to pay homage to fallen soldiers. So, rest in peace, Jaeger.
Press F. Can we get an F
Yeah,
in
press
chat?
F. Yeah. Yeah, multiple F's in chat for the late and great Jaeger ACOG. But
The ACOG.
ACOG, yes. Wow.
The
You
ACOG.
know what? Guess who's coining that term?
Oh man.
But we do see a Valkyrie play. Interesting Valcam in logistics. Not, wow, already down below on the next. Seems to have gotten himself in a
Those
weird
sharks.
position there.
And he just kind of
Clean up.
easy cleanup. Looks like the Nomad, yeah. The Hibana, that's the name, is going off below him, but I'm pretty sure it's a standard Hibana pull. Nothing that they probably weren't expecting. Love this angle, one of my favorite angles in the game. My favorite angle in the game is the bank, actually. If anyone knows the angle I'm talking about, it's ridiculous. Behind bomb, bottom floor. Great angle. Jaeger going where Char died, or not Char, next guy, my bad. Where Char got the kill. Apologize. And we do have a lot of people hunting Jaeger at the moment. Ooh,
Tango in my sight.
almost. Just being taken out there, and not even tagged.
Visual on the target.
GC not able to hit the shot with the Sophia. And Enigmas is just staying alive, keeping his life, and that is, in this situation, that is exactly what I do want to do. Stop the Hibana from getting below the Jaeger. But he goes into garage, which was a definitely
Garage.
unusual decision. Now being forced into a A lot of damage done to Shar. Will be taken out
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
by Ben, but will be taken out as well. In sight, that is diffuser down in sight. Blitz will get one with the Valkyrie. This does look like it is in the hands of MMG. But do they know the Hibana's there? It looks like she kind of got up without being known. Well, now she's known. C4 will miss. Hibana can't. Gets
5
one.
seconds remaining.
Now a 1v2. Gets one, but can't get the last. Woo! That was very close. A little bit. If I was MMG, I would feel a little bit too close for comfort there. But that is MMG, hopefully changing the momentum around.
Yeah. But, defensive sided now. You have a defender win. Maybe momentum is starting to shift back into MMG's favor. A little bit, there's a couple of mistakes, by Dark Vortex there. The Jackal kind of just dying right away. That's a bit odd.
Especially on Nex.
Yeah.
And in such a kind of common angle. That angle is definitely not unknown. It's not new.
And then the Thermite just running right in, getting, traded back pretty easily. So
I was about to say that. I was watching that Kali, making sure that she changed. Kali, not allowed yet.
not yet.
Literally
We do
get
have a Cav,
through
though.
this game. We do have a Cav and a
Defenders,
Nomad coming
protect
up
your
for the first
bombs
time
from being
this
defused
map
by
by
attackers.
MMG, and that makes a lot of. I mean, not by MMG. Dark Vortex, DV. And that makes a lot of sense. The roam game on MMG is definitely their strong suit. They were struggling getting rid of the Jaeger on that last round. So I definitely think that is a smart choice by them. Bring the Nomad, shut that down hopefully early. Next, religiously still bringing that. Oh, he's drunk. Okay, never mind. Ignore me.
10
It's
seconds
just
remaining.
It's not
next.
the like chat is. The Twitch
5 seconds remaining.
where it's not fun.
Yeah, I know. Beach is, yeah, Beach
Attackers are moving out to
sounds
locate a
crisp and
bomb and
clear
defuse
to me.
it.
It's just the Twitch app. It's stupid.
Reloading.
It's perfect.
Yeah, like it's
Please don't
game.
crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please, God, don't crash. Blitz, kind of sitting in.
Drone ready.
See, I actually think this could work. If Pulse makes his presence known, they might overlook the Cav. But he's not making his presence known. He's just sitting there. Never mind. Next taken out very early on yet again. Running back down the site. The two of them are. That, hey, it works. Wow. So see the roam game being absolutely impactful, and Nomad nowhere to be seen. To be fair, I don't think that when they thought roamer, I don't think they expected sitting in freezer. That's a really old strat. That's like before this map got reworked kind of strat. Once again, Scav just kind of sitting somewhere. And the drone missed her. The drone missed her.
Drone direct. 280. Deploying sensor.
All right. Sure, I guess. I feel like this round is gonna do a bit of a wake up call for DV, trying to not take their roam game as serious as they have been. There is a Nomad down, which means that there is that little bit of a wrinkle for the Cav. But still not oh, 64 will miss entirely. Unfortunately got stuck. Does look like no one's paying attention to this Cav. Did he hear her? I think Blitz knows. I mean, not Blitz. Oh, Oh, and it will be missed shots by Blitz. Hibana coming out with barely any HP. She will go down in one shot. That is a lot of time left. Only 30 seconds left. Only 30 seconds left, and they have yet to really crack the site. 2 people in blue. Hibana and Thermite, the 2 heartbeats.
Bomb located by
Jaeger
attacker.
will be flashed.
15
Well,
seconds left.
getting 1.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Gets 2!
10
That is a
seconds
diffuser down.
remaining.
Sophia also picking up one as well as Nomad. Sophia trying to pick up a second. It's all up to
5
Sophia
seconds
now
left.
as Nomad gets, as Miles gets, Mozzie gets Nomad. Sophia can't do
Operators
anything.
have run out
Defenders
of time.
winning 2 in a row. Momentum have absolutely changed the momentum around.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
This could be an amazing comeback, and I am so okay with it. Sneak 100 indeed from that Sneak 100 absolutely from that Cavi, that's her name, Jesus. Wow, that was a round. That was an insane round. The Hibana being put on such low HP, she went down in 1 bullet from the Jaeger's weapon. Jaeger was able to get the the 2-piece onto the Thermite, who also pushed in the same door, expecting him to be in the same exact corner. Didn't expect him to move for whatever reason, and then was able
Defenders,
to
protect your
drop the
bombs from
diffuser,
being
and
defused
that
by
was all she
attackers.
wrote. The moment the diffuser was dropped, it was pretty much sealed. Now we are, and this is where this is gonna be where it comes down. We are now in the tertiary site, the 3rd site, the site no one wants to play. I mean, it's not a bad site, but no Montel. This is yeah. Thank you, Peach, for answering in chat. You were a gunner. Map 1 was Border 173 by DV. This is map 2. We are now 5-3 in favor of DV. But the last 2 rounds have been won by MMG, and they are on defense on Clubhouse.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
It's also .dz, Beach, you bot. Yeah.
Jesus. What am I?
Yeah, right? You're both a gunner and a bot at the same time. I got you, fam. So what I want to point out is that Dark Vortex has brought Hibana and Thermite every round. Whereas I think MMG only brought Hibana once.
Yeah. On the second
Bomb located
cache
by
defense.
attackers.
So, just interesting.
See you on the other side.
Also, long ago, Hibana was still caught by Jaeger ADSs. So that is if she wanted to use a second piece of her utility, she absolutely could open up the second castle barricade inside of bedroom. And there's nothing anyone could do to stop it. But it will be a Zofia instead. Thermite getting the wall open. Blitz just gonna pull off. And interesting that they reinforced bathroom entirely. It is a little bit of a more unusual choice. Usually that is unreinforced. I think we've had this discussion before, actually. Oh! Actually tagged the Legion there. I don't even heard the hit marker. But that was insane. Oh my god, look at all these footprints.
Jeez.
Aircraft ready. Activating drone.
It is still a 5v5, and there's only a minute 15 left.
A bomb has been located.
This is definitely in the defense favor right now.
Attackers
Drone is
dropped the
out.
bomb diffuser.
Nigmas gets the first pick of the game, or of the round.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
There are 2 people above small office, and Genova is watching it. Ooh, it will be dropped. So, Hibana will win the fight. Big thing for them. That is, the attackers are turning this around. Miles will get 1. Blitz though falls, all up to Miles. Okay, 1v, what is it, 3? Yeah, 1v3. Diffuser is going down.
Attackers are activating the bomb.
There are now
diffuser.
45 seconds left on the clock. We'll get a second. Fighting back. Impacting. Opening into small office. Nice bullets up from the mag. Oh, but it will be the Jackal who wins the round, putting DV onto match point. They must win the next 3 rounds in a row to force overtime.
Not much to
What
say.
about you,
after
chat?
that.
Do you? Oh no, yeah.
Oh,
Do you
yep.
think MMG can bring it back and force overtime, or do you think DV can win 1 round in the next 3 rounds?
There you go.
do you
That's
guys
something to say.
Yeah, right. We'll be going back to CC. Makes sense. In the order that they played. Yes. This is the site that got unlocked. I'm sorry. I wanted to say the map that got unlocked, but you know.
Well, I mean,
Haha. Oh
boy.
lordy.
Attackers need to locate
back
and
to
defuse
CC
bombs.
though. You know, a lot of teams are, really comfortable with the site. Obviously, both teams have picked the site first.
Oh!
Okay, you know what? No, it's good.
Bomb
They
located.
adopted 100% win rate after first pick. So, there you go. It's gonna be an MMG win this round. I'm gonna guarantee it due to the statistics.
That is definitely
10 seconds left
unfortunate
before insertion.
for
Especially on the Valkyrie
his-
and Blitz.
5
Yeah,
seconds left
that's
before insertion.
no cameras out. That's
Attackers are moving to
that
defuse
one
a
is
bomb.
tough. That one's rough. That one's very rough. But like you said, when Dark Vortex did it, they won their round. So
Yeah.
we have someone
hope is
pushing
not
the
lost.
third. Interesting. Oh. Ooh, and that is an easy kill for the sledge. There actually was one downstairs, and this is just not looking like in MMG's favor at all. This could be it. This could absolutely be it. Wall's already open. Hibana is going off. Ooh,
Attackers
shielding
drop the
his
bomb
shoulder,
diffuser.
and that is the C4, and that is the feeder down outside. That might be the pick that they needed. That might actually have been the pick that they needed. Ooh, but that will be the Maestro going down. That is also very bad for them, leaving Miles and
Defender has
Genova.
left the
But if
area
you were
of
gonna,
operation.
if you're gonna have only 2 people left, and one of them is a smoke, that's a good operator to have left. Ooh, also smoke putting Hibana on no HP whatsoever. He will go down to 1 shot to anything. 1 smoke was used as well.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
That is 1. No. This is still very winnable for the defense, ironically. This is... Oh my goodness. Looks like... Who is that flanking? Genova is flanking. Genova gets a second, and it's now all up to him. He needs to get 2
Attackers have
more.
located a bomb.
Hibana is 1 shot. Maverick.
Attackers are
half
activating
health.
the diffuser.
Genova with 1 HP. Oh, okay, triple kill for Genova. Does have a Jackal ping on him now, however. Does have 1 more
Defenders
smoke
have eyes
cancer.
on the diffuser. Attackers need to protect it.
Oh, and it will be the attackers winning. Oh my god, it's the attackers winning. That round almost went to the defenders. That was insane. That was an insane round. 7-3, both games so far going to Dark Vortex. We are now moving on to map 3, which is still, which is a map which is DV's second choice map. So
It's definitely a map.
all right, Coastline will be the next map, ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels.
Still not sure. Like after all the times we've casted together, I'm still not sure which I'd rather be, a boy or a squirrel. I don't know.
Oh man, we are just waiting for MMG. I'm assuming they're subbing someone out. They subbed out after the first map, and this is I believe it's DV attacking, right? First Peach. Hello.
Yes, it is. I'm assuming, or not assuming. Oh boy. Wrong word usage there. But every map pick, the teams have decided to attack first. So.
All right. So.
Dark Vortex map. Dark Vortex attack.
Got it. I thought that was true, but I wasn't 100% positive, and that's why you're here. You're here to make me not look stupid. All right, we're just waiting for MMG to get their last player in here, and we'll get started. But this is Coastline. Coastline, as I've said, I think every time we play it, all 4 sites are technically viable. Probably the least viable site is Master Bedroom. Theater? No, it's like Penthouse Theaters. I think that actually is called, but Master Bedroom. That is definitely, if you ask me, the least viable site, but even that is viable. Maybe Double Bar is the least viable. Who knows? I don't even know anymore. Depends on who you are, because I see Double Bar. I see. I don't even know. So, what do you think you'll see for bans this time around? I have a feeling, as much as I want to say it, I feel like there won't be a hard breach ban, because for the most part, you can play Coastline hard breach free. So I'm assuming our boy Thatcher will be sidelined probably again. Yeah. I would say. And I don't know. Maybe Maestro.
Yeah. Sometimes we do see Blackbeard bans as well.
Yes, Blackbeard, we do see banned. Ares will return to us.
Need some game day decisions.
You know, you have a whole roster. You might as well use it.
If only you could play with the whole roster in one map.
I mean, see what I'm hearing is there are 5 maps, right? Each map, someone else gets. So we get a new player. Easy.
Well,
Easy.
would that be the same for us? Like, do we get swapped out after a whole map, or?
Actually, just you. We, yeah, I don't know how to break this to you, but you're getting demoted.
What?
All right. It does appear that everyone is ready, because last time they were in chat just saying like everyone ready, and you know they didn't have any check marks, so we're going to assume that everyone's ready. Let's get this Coastline game underway. Let's see what the first ban of Coastline is going to be, also known as the 9th ban of the night.
Yeah, and you know, obviously, like you said before, that we had a lot of different bans, between the maps. So maybe we'll see a little bit of a recurring theme. Is yay, Blackbeard!
And Blackbeard is banned, and let's see, and Thatcher. Let's see if we can get it perfect.
I think you have to say it. I think you have to say it 3 times in the mirror to make it true.
Thatcher. Oh, do you have to write it backwards too?
Oh yeah. Alright, do that in 1 second, quick. Oh, nope.
Capitao instead will catch his second ban of the night. Thatcher on the board. Thatcher will be allowed. Thatcher actually made it his way through the ban phase this time around. It's getting more and more unusual.
Yeah, he's always too slow. You know, he gets caught in the ban phase. He's getting old.
I was gonna make a joke like that, but I didn't know how to slip it in. I'm glad you did it. Also, yep, Mira will be banned. This will be Capitao and Mira's, both of their second bans of the night. Let's see what the last ban will be. Echo, I believe these are the exact same bans except Blackbeard instead of Thatcher as map 1. I could be wrong. Or no, they banned Maestro map 1, right?
Yeah.
So Echo and Blackbeard are the two different ones. But very similar bans to not Border, which makes sense. Border and Coastline in a way do play very similarly.
Yeah.
A lot of roamers, a lot of staircases, a lot of ways to flank. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Nomad every single round again. There she is. So, I definitely think that this is going to be a map similar to Border. This is a best of 5, so this is now map 3. First map, and actually both first map Border and second map Clubhouse went to Dark Vortex 7-3. So this
Attackers
is
need to locate and defuse as many bombs
the
as
ranks
they
of these
can.
people. I don't know offhand, to be honest.
I've seen a couple of champ terms, so
I have as well. So they're good players. Like this is comp. These are good players. These are not slouches.
Can in position.
All right, and we will see Hookah first round. I love Hookah defense. We have a Legion on the board this time around with his popsicle. He's rocking his popsicle stick.
10 seconds left.
I have that skin as well. It's one of my favorite.
5 seconds remaining.
as do I.
I love his popsicle stick. But I have been running his Halloween skin because
Attackers
you
are
know
moving to defuse a bomb.
thing goes glowy, goo go glowy, and has physics. It also has physics. It's my favorite thing on the planet. I love things in video games that have physics. Just rattle around. Next, actually repelling up to this window very early on.
Attackers
fear
have located
whatsoever.
a bomb.
And yeah, as we've seen in previous maps, next ways to plan.
Yeah, he really does have no fear.
I mean, come on, man, it's just a video game. Just go.
just peek. Just peek, bro. Just click on their heads.
Yeah, that's... Boom.
Defender is
You-
approaching the
Ooh,
kill zone.
run out.
Defender is exposed.
Valkyrie will not get anything. Oh, and through the hatch, Char falls. That is a huge pick for them, and as Miles as well, that is the air. That is an amazing gun off the field, as well as the smoke canisters. Mozzie being left alone on site. Other two are close by, but he is officially the only one on site. He does get taken out very fast. The site is open for the attackers. They're just absolutely shredding the floor from below them. They're really taking the floor out from underneath them. Next, taking out Blitz, leaving Ares in a 1v4. We will get, 1v5. We'll get one, and he does get traded out by the IQ. That is it. Wow, that was a very, very efficient attack from Dark Vortex. Once again, showing that I think that they truly know this map. You know, it's only a couple years old.
I mean, there's a couple things that are, you know, a couple years old that you have no idea about. Like, I don't know. Alright, anyway,
Oh my goodness. That was
this is
beautiful.
the 6th stage of, one of our games. And the stage, it's, Delirium. So I have no idea what
Yeah,
I'm
but I
saying.
say this is where the stream starts to fall apart. This is
Fall apart,
this is
but
the
get
beginning of the end.
enhanced.
Enhanced. Oh yes, enhanced.
Defenders,
Indubitably.
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
MMG totally abandoning hookah and immediately going to kitchen. We do have a Goyo on the field, one Vulcan shield right there.
Attackers have discovered the
Very
location of a
place.
bomb.
And Tyler in chat said this is where it starts to fall apart? Question mark. Yeah, it starts. Yeah, now it starts. It wasn't falling apart before, I swear. We were in
10
total
seconds to
control
go.
before.
5 seconds.
Okay, I don't know.
remaining.
Like, this is just like me being kind of weird, but people were not
Attackers are
reinforcing
heading out
next
to
to each
defuse a
other.
bomb.
Like they were just like reinforcing one wall here and then walking over here, and then it's what are they doing? They're not reinforcing efficiently. It's interesting.
Airjab is ready.
I do like that Nomad is rocking the 2016 Christmas rap skin. That's good to see people that have actually played for quite a long time, rock those skins. So
Absolutely. I have every single seasonal skin since Red Crow. Since Red Crow, every single one. I didn't buy any of the Skull Rain ones because I hated them. I thought they were ugly. I really did. I thought they were ugly. But I had, yeah, no, I've been here a long time. Next, taking a lot of damage. Enigma's taking only a little bit from the combat, and it does look like he's rocking the DMR from the look.
My device is ready.
And the fact that I can see the weapon that he's holding in the new
That
screen.
helps.
Oh! Reloading! Next, taking that out, but Miles taking out Nex. Just a second too late, unfortunately. Good trade, but we did lose the Goyo. His shields, though, do live on. In my memory.
Loading new magazine.
Fellas are being heard. Floor is starting to be torn up. Not really a good view from that one. Ooh! Really bad rotate there. Unfortunate, but he does do a lot of damage. And ooh, Star being left alone does drop one. Going down. Char will be taken out by the buck. That will be 2 quick attack rounds for Dark Vortex.
Nothing to be,
Good free fire.
discouraged about. If you're MMG, this is Dark Vortex's pick, and Coastline is one of the more attacker-sided maps in competitive. So there's still a lot of games played.
I would still be sweating a little bit, just a little bit if I'm MMG, because I am 2 maps down. This is it. If we don't win, if we don't mount a comeback now, it's over.
That is true.
So there is definitely some pressure on.
At some point, you look past the pressure and just start playing like you're playing with a lightsaber, or you're just carefree. I mean,
Attackers need to
MMG,
locate and defuse bombs.
this is just as much a mental game as it is. Obviously, like,
Absolutely,
as well.
you can't have your team struggling. You can't have your team
Attackers have
beating
located
themselves
the
up.
bomb.
You gotta keep pushing forward. I mean, these are good players, so they know that they're gonna take a step back. Hopefully, they're gonna take a step back and they're gonna take a breather and they're gonna say, okay, here's what we gotta do,
10
right?
seconds to insertion.
Also, I like the fact that despite being Nomad and being always
5 seconds
impactful,
left.
I like how it says that according to his stats, Spartan has been doing literally nothing.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
I even landed a single shot on somebody, but he hasn't died. So that's good.
No, he is not. I mean, there are ways to do things that are not necessarily tracked in this game, like, you know, drones and whatnot. Enigma is rocking the DMR yet again. Appreciate it.
Deploying drone.
Are they gonna pop? I was about to say, are they gonna pop a Vulcan shield already? Yeah, that was gonna be like an interesting play there. Sharon, though, thinking better of it. Ooh, good fake by Miles. IQ not 100% sure where the Vigil is. Unfortunately, we'll get caught out though. Taking out the Vigil very early on. Protecting all of their armor down. Char, though, trading one back. Knowing that there is light. Yes, the two games. First map was Border 7-3 in Dark Vortex's favor. Second map was Clubhouse, also 7-3 in Dark Vortex's favor. I see people talking in chat about it. Just quickly, there you go.
Loading mag.
And it does look like the attackers are stalling out just a bit. Not really sure what to do. Not a lot of pressure being put on site. Char's popping the Vulcan shield. There's a minute left. Does still have all three of his canisters left. Sophia taking a lot of damage. And Char will be taken out. That is 2 down IQ. And she will be traded out by Jaeger. Jaeger will also be taken out by the Zofia. Plant going down by Spartan. It's all up to Blitz. Blitz gets one.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
And it will be Buck that wins the round. That is 3 attacks in a row.
That 0-2 into an 0-3. There's not much more to be said.
Yeah. Very quick attack.
That Vortex on their map, on that map pick, once again. Just, you know, dominating. It just seems like they have all the momentum in the world, you know, and playing with like extreme confidence.
I was really hoping the Frost was gonna stick, but it will be swapping to the Legion. Here is the scoreboard. We have Ares and Char trying their hardest.
Attackers need to locate
trying
and
to
defuse
keep their
bombs.
team in the game. We also, though, have Ben actually topping his team for once. I think that's the first time we've seen that all night. And Next not topping his team for once all night. So, interesting there. We are going back to hookah. So, despite the attack winning every round... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I think we've played 3 different sites, but we played Kitchen twice in a row, I believe, right?
Yes. Yes, we have.
Camera in position.
But I
10
guess,
seconds to go.
looks like, Lippy's dead now.
5 seconds to go.
I am not dead, sorry. I'm sorry. I dropped my controller and the battery popped out. I am here. I promise. I am here.
Well, I mean, if anything is staying true to, you know, for Spartan, even though we didn't get that plan down, still the nice 0-0 score line.
No, he got the plan down. He got the plan down. He got the one objective. He has the one objective.
Love to see it.
It's one objective. Love to see it. I wish I want him to see. I sort of want him to keep like just the zeros. Just, I did nothing. It's like looking at his score line. It's like I did nothing. I know he didn't do nothing, Cat. Before anyone roasts me, I know he did. He's been doing a lot of work actually with his nomads and whatnot. I'm saying stats that are tracked. So P4 will miss, and ooh, but the bullets won't. Blitz does knock down Buck, but I don't think she knows that. Knock down Buck, and instead it is Buck that oh, Zofia picks up 2 for the price of 1.
Loading mag.
And not even the price of 1. GC will be picked up again. Nigmas, though, however, does fight back, taking out Nex. Oh, a beautiful grenade from Nex, taking out GC taking out Char. Char not having a great game on this map. It's just, wow. So IQ taking Nigmas and missing on the Mozzie. It looks like, yeah, full health, no damage done. Plant going down. Spartan getting his second objective point. But no, he won't even get that.
Come on.
So, definitely, I mean, when an LMG like that, you can just sort of hold the trigger for a while.
It's definitely the benefits, of course, of having the LMG rather than Commando is that you can just, hold that trigger and just kind of
You just put a rubber band on the right stick, type thing.
But I mean,
but look at, I definitely feel bad for MMG. They are looking down the barrel of a 0-4 deficit, and this is they and DV's on match point. Like, they are on game set match point. Like, they don't have 5 yet, so or 6, so hold their horses. But at least from a map perspective, they're down 2-0. This is it.
Device placed. Place device.
So we are just waiting to see now.
Device activated.
10 seconds remaining.
Up and running.
What about you, chat? Do you think MMG can bring this back, or do you think that we'll have a just DV 3-0 series?
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Take cover, you're on that wall. Loading mag.
not sure all members of MMG are even present, I would say. Not really physically.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Char has not been having a good game. Char, all the last 2 maps, Char has been winning like 1v3s and, well, maybe not winning them, but getting very close. At one point, I think he almost clutched an ace. Like, there have been moments. Just this last map, he has been struggling for whatever reason. Maybe he just doesn't like coastline.
Deploying heartbeat sensor.
Repulsion device is set.
Drone ready. Tango spotted. Second floor.
And ooh, very quick. 2 defenders will fall.
Sensor activated.
And that is the 3rd defender falling. And it's all up to Enigmas and Ares now with 2 minutes left.
First floor.
Ooh, and that was just an unfortunate timing to push. Did not work out for him well. And that will be Nex getting the last kill. Yeah, they did just drop the this game. They have really just kind of steamrolled. I'm surprised that this wasn't their first map pick. They seem way more dominant on this map than they do on Border.
I mean, another, factor in this is just that MMG just seems checked out at this point. Like, I hate to say it, it's obviously not over till it's over, but MMG is not really. I
definitely agree with you. I think MMG is sort of suffering a little bit from, like, you know.
Well, I mean, Spartan still no statistics to be recorded, I think. At least we gotta double check on that.
Solid zeros across the board.
Yep.
Defenders, protect your
Let's-
bombs from being defused by
Yeah,
attackers.
he was hosting a LAN party. And one thing. It's close enough to all zeros.
He has 9. I mean, 9 looks like a 0. He has 9 ping. 9 looks like a 0,
Bomb
right?
located by
That
attackers.
counts. Right?
We're just reaching
Attackers have
point,
discovered the location of a bomb.
He has 1060. That's two zeros in his score too. Like, come on. You got this.
10 seconds remaining.
Stay clear of ADS line of fire.
I'm hoping MMG can
5
find it
seconds
in them
to
to
insertion.
sort of start bringing it back. Maybe win at least win 1 or 2
Attackers'
rounds.
objective is to defuse a bomb.
I'd love to see map 4. But I definitely agree with you. I think a little bit they're just kind of clocked out.
Hey, secure!
Device planted.
Sensor deployed. Stay clear of the blast!
Surveying for hostiles.
Drones ready.
On deploy.
All right. It does look like they have a lot of people. Yeah, they have 2 people stacked up outside this main door right here. Oh.
Yeah, so
Ooh, great shot from Nex, and he's just running into sight. Will be traded out though. Not happening. But oh, Ares
Reload.
holding it down. Does look like they're getting a little bit too aggressive. Spartan, you got to do something this round. This is the round.
this is it.
Pulks will get 1. Char on Vigil is still nowhere near sight. He needs to get back there soon. Ares can't hold down the site by himself.
Gotcha.
Will
Attackers
stun
drop the diffuser.
Spartan. Oh, Paul's getting a 1v1. Diffuser not in hand though. Diffuser is down. Looks like Char is not gonna hold Diffuser either. And it will be a win for Pulks, winning a, what was that? I think a 1v3? Something like that?
It was actually 1v2, yes.
1v2. And we finally do have a stat from Spartan. He has a
Yeah.
death.
You know, I think Spartan, he's getting a little ahead of himself. He tried to preserve that perfect zeros and just couldn't get it out of the way of the gunfire.
Ah, unfortunate. Oh, man. I mean, we're now swapping to attack on MMG. Hopefully, maybe MMG's better on attack on this map. Who knows? I mean, we did just see that Valkyrie Elite is illegal. It will be swapped, though. We are good.
Well, for this round, I say we just follow Spartan.
Thank you,
'cause
Malik.
It seems like he's
Thank you, Malik.
favorite almost.
Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Malik. Now he just needs to kill
Defenders,
an
protect your
assist.
bombs from being defused by attackers.
1-1-1. Oh, man. Oh, he also has 1 objective win,
Attackers
Malik.
located a bomb.
So he gets 1-1-1-1-1. That's too many ones. I don't know how many I said there, but, you know, I can get it.
Stay clear of ADS line of fire.
I do feel bad, though. Char has just not been
10
having a
seconds
great
left.
map, and it definitely seems like MMG is suffering for it a little bit.
Little prick.
I can't tell if
seconds to
that's he's
insertion.
just not playing well, or like you said, if there's maybe just that little bit of, you know,
Attackers'
the
objective
weight
is to
crashing
defuse
in
the
on
bomb.
him type.
Attackers drop the diffuser. Attackers recover the bomb diffuser.
Maps, that's
It does happen to the best of us.
I'm not saying that even near the best of us, let alone
Dang.
us.
Dang. Reload. Call me out like that. Why don't you?
I said hi. I don't know.
Oh, I they said you.
I didn't hear you on the
Whoa,
okay.
the flashbang! Double kill for Spartan.
Oh,
He's refusing to get out. He's refusing to let it all go to waste.
Reloading.
Reloading!
GC though will drop to Ares. Somewhere else.
Moving max!
Bulk is just punching a shield. Kill that. Did he just reload one bullet in the Alda? He did. He just reloaded one bullet. Priorities. Spartan will get picked up, and it is still a 3v4, but health advantage is actually in favor of the attackers.
My device is tracking.
Sometimes health is more important than lives and bodies. Because if you're not on health, you're gonna be a little bit scared. You're a little bit more frightened to peek. Ben will get one with the Mozzie, but who will get traded very quickly by Blitz. His health advantage still inside of attackers, but the man advantage is still in favor of defenders.
Drone deployed.
And there's only a minute left. Now 2v2 as Char, finally starting to wake up, does win that gunfight. 50 seconds left on the clock. Hulks has two more things to his name. Tries to hit the shotgun through the floor, misses. Sledge still hunting for him.
Bomb located by attackers.
Ooh, does look like.
Bomb diffuser has been
Yep,
dropped.
Char will be taken out by Spartan, and that is a triple kill for him, as well as the diffuser being dropped. And Sledge, 4K to end off the game from Spartan. We will get Ben in here for a interview. And a little bit of a celebration to celebrate their finals win.
Hey, let's pop the virtual champagne. And I hope I'm not still a robot, because I'm bullied all game for that. God dang it.
So far has not joined, however.
Nope.
Message from Ben. I'm assuming it's gonna be an invite. Yep. Happens. Ben, welcome. Remember to include your audio.
Sir?
So first thing, I will say, and I'll be the first to say it, at least in person. I don't know if someone's already said it on Discord. Congratulations for being the Season 2 champion of Ventures League.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure that feels great for you and your team. So also GG's, just in general. GG's.
Yeah, those are good games.
So how did you in Dark Vortex prepare for this? You know, coming into this, did you do a lot of research? Did you
Well,
did
we
you
didn't do
practice
much
new
research.
maps, new strats?
But we picked our two strongest maps, I think, and we pretty much when we push, we pretty much go from all angles at them, and we do it heavy underneath and above play to push them out and shit. And then we're pretty good at adapting to what they bring and stuff. But we didn't watch any VODs on them. No, we just played like we usually do. Usual bans, usual pushes.
Was there any bans that caught you and your team particularly off guard?
Yeah, when we on the clubhouse when we banned Maverick and then they go ahead and ban the Thatcher as well. That just seems kind of odd to me that they would do that to themselves on attack. Give us that sort of a lead.
I definitely pointed that out as well. It was a very interesting ban.
But they had a good. I can see what they're doing with the clubhouse. When we went cash night, they did heavy underneath play, and they did a good job at that. They getting the stuff off the wall, pushing garage.
Oh, Beach, my friend. How about you? Anything for him? Any map?
Yes.
This is finals, so I feel like this is more for celebratory, personally. But
First of all, congratulations. You know, and
Thank you.
obviously the finals. It's no more after this. You did it all. You don't have anywhere after this, so definitely.
oh yeah, actually, didn't you hear? There's actually a part 2. There's actually like a part 2.
Part 2. Okay. Make sure to subscribe for that. I'm just kidding. No, I want to talk about Border and it wasn't kind of like on the line, but that ace you had. I mean, like what was?
Oh yeah. What was going through my
what were the
mind
comms
was
like after that one?
when I saw I killed the Nomad. I saw they didn't have any flank watch. I killed the Nomad, and then 2 of my teammates died above, and they wasted a ton of time, like 2 minutes. They died above, so it was what a 3-on-4. I think we had 3. So I decided to go up and flank. Like he was weak. I killed the Therm. Like he was weak. I got that double kill, and then killed another guy. And then when Finka went up top to get diffuser because I was holding it, I dropped hedge and went all the way up metal stairs and flanked her again and killed her.
Was that
Just
like
in
a
the
huge
moment.
morale boost? Was that
Yeah,
like a huge
yeah.
morale boost?
For me personally, yeah, to get that ace and start doing good and get that first game, yeah, that was huge for us to get the momentum going.
Absolutely, and you just sort of, once you grabbed that momentum, you really didn't let it go. Especially, probably the most struggle I saw was after the half on Clubhouse. You sort of seemed to have MMG was sort of seeming to pick up that momentum. Did you guys get worried at all, or anything like that?
We had when we were attacking, they got an early pick a few times, and not necessarily the early pick one of the round, but our execution was very slow. And once we got the wall open, we got everything open, we got underneath play, our execution was slower, they were burning utility on us, so time came down to it and we lost the round. But after the round, we just talked about what we did wrong and just move on to the next round, just so we can fix it the next time we go there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's it from me. Beach, do you have anything left to follow up?
Yeah. I mean, just a little bit of a meme question. Did you guys plan to team kill in the first round in Clubhouse? Because it ended up with a win.
You know what? my old buddy William Spartan, ABB Spartan, he was testing his recoil and shot our Jaeger in the head. Really wasn't anything planned, but we still won the round, so
Yeah,
it's like that.
it worked.
Yeah.
All right, so you've been here long enough and know all the drills, so take it away, my friend Ben.
I just want to give a shout out to my team for showing up because I told them the game was at 5 and it was at 2. So, yeah. Thank you for catching the
Wow,
game. GG's.
nailed it. All right, well that's it for us tonight.
That's hilarious.
Congratulations to Dark Vortex, Season 2 Ventures champion. They took it. Congrats to them. Absolutely full respect to them and whatever. Thank you all for watching. I've been Loopy, and this is my co-host Beach. And we bid you adieu.
See you guys later.